Hey guys, so leading off from the other video with the review and opinions on the Old Country Barbecue Pit Brazos line, there are some modifications that I told you to talk about, and this is that video. So first off, there's 4 modifications that I would do to this smoker. These first 2 are absolutely essential in using it the way it is, in my personal preference and opinion. And that's going to be a nice pair of thermometers that you would install at the grate level so you can see and understand what temperatures you're cooking at and understand, okay, I need to mess with the fire, do this and that. And I'm going to explain the reason behind each one of these modifications. So starting off with the thermometers, as I said, you want to know what's at grate level, what you got going on there. This thermometer, this hole is what they include in the pit from the factory. And while it provides some sort of temperature in the pit, it's not a good indicator for what you got going on down here because heat rises. So you're going to see the temperature on the top of the pit. And like I said, 2 thermometers on the bottom are going to give you some pretty accurate readings for what you're cooking the meat or whatever you're cooking in there at. And you can go with some thermometers from Academy Sports. I don't know what model these are. I believe it may be the Old Country brand. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But my personal preference is Tell-Tru. I'll include a link in the description for some really nice Tell-Tru thermometers, and you can get those there. These, just in a pinch, 25 bucks each, 20 bucks each. You can get them installed, they're gonna do the job. Now, here is a very big decision in when you get thermometers. These have 13/16 thread. It's a pretty big hole that you have to drill in the smoker. If later on you want to go to a Tell-Tru, you're going to have a really hard time doing that because I believe they're a 1/2 inch in PT. And what that means is national pipe thread. That's a size they use for pipe thread here in the United States. It's way smaller than this 13/16 hole that you have to drill for these from Academy Sports. So choose wisely, because once you go to a bigger hole, you really can't go back unless you get some washers, and you got to be careful because the Tell-Trus, if you stack up too many washers, you might not be able to get the nut on the backside to tighten it down to the door because this is already a 1/4 inch thick. Now, next thing, to use this smoker as is and not do any crazy modifications, out of these 2, this next one is a cool touch handle for your firebox door. The firebox door latch right there gets extremely hot, and it can be extremely frustrating whenever you got to go over there and try to pull up that latch and try to pull it open, stick it in, stick something into the pinwheel opening right there, pull open the door, and kind of work with it and try to get it open. This thing, we make these, they're on our website. And they just bolt right in. You drill a hole into the latch on the firebox door there. It comes with the hardware, it comes with the handle, you're ready to rock and roll. Drill a hole, bolt it in, you're golden. Now, there's a couple other modifications that take you a step farther in making this smoker function better. These are 2 just basic necessities that I would do if I were to buy this and keep it as is. They would help you a lot. So let me grab the 2 other things that I would do to this pit to take it a step farther and cook like a really expensive offset smoker. Okay, as you can see here, a stack extension. I'm sure you've probably seen this all over the internet. Thanks to Rally High Barbecue, I believe it was, did the research, found the information, and found out that the stack is a little bit too low on these pits. He put in the work, put in the effort, and found that around 16 inches of additional stack height, the smoker draws a lot better. However, keep this into mind. When he did this modification, I do believe he took out the downward facing baffle in his pit, and it allowed a more true Texas style offset cooking experience where the fire goes up and over all the food. He was, struggling with the hot spot over in that area, and he came up with the 16-inch smokestack extension. Now, you can go get a stack extension from Lowe's. This is some stovepipe that you can purchase from there. I do not recommend Home Depot. I have found at Home Depot they have the galvanized pipe or stovepipe, and you don't really, technically the smoke and heat and fire and everything is going up and out of the pit over here. Technically, would it be okay? I don't know. I don't want to give you that advice. For me, I'm going to use something that's carbon steel or full metal. This is the black style from Lowe's, and you could go get one. The barcode says it is just a 6-inch by 24-inch black pipe Lowe's, made in USA. So that is a stovepipe extension. I would stick with that if you're gonna do that. If you want a cheap route, however, if you want something that looks a lot nicer, this mostly applies, before I go any farther, this mostly applies to the Pecos. You can do this to the Brazos, you can do this to the Wrangler, but on the nicer models like the Brazos, I have an option I've come up with. It's going to be on my website live here soon. A very nice stack extension, and it's not 16 inches. I found out what works a little bit better. It's going to be on our website right after this video uploads, probably about a week or so. And this is the cheaper route. More expensive route that makes it look like it's uniform and made to be with the smoker will be on our website. Links in the description for all of these products, website link and all that stuff. So stack extension, this is getting into your modifications to make the smoker perform better and do better and cook better. So I got one more I want to show you guys. It's a little bit of a heavy modification, and to make it function a whole heck of a lot better and work a lot better and make it a much more user-friendly experience. So let me go grab that right quick and we'll talk about it. Okay, for the last modification that enhances the performance of the smoker, what we have here is a deflector plate, an upward deflector plate, and basically it gets installed in place of where your downward facing baffle is. On some of the older models, they're welded in place. You would have to cut it out and remove it to put this in, but it comes with a huge benefit. This is patent pending by me. I invented this in 2023, and it just enhances the smoker very, very well. And what it does is you put it in place of that downward facing baffle inside the pit, close to the firebox, and it makes all the heat and smoke go up and over the food and a little bit to come under, and it provides a super even cook chamber. A great cooking experience. It's very forgiving if you have flare-ups. Too much fire going into the pit, it's okay. It smacks it, it tells it to calm down, but in turn, it just goes up and over and cooks the food at a very uniform rate. And it is probably one of the best modifications you can do for any of the Old Country barbecue pits. I sell them on my website. You can go check them out. I have two different models, one that fits the Brazos and the G2, and then one that fits the Pecos and the Wrangler. So feel free to go check those out, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are some of the modifications that I would do. Those first two, like I said, they're just accessories to help you aid in cooking, and these last two are performance modifications to make your smoker cook like a big, expensive offset cooker from one of these other companies that charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for their pits. I hope this helps in your decisions on modifying your pit. And if you need any of these items, check our website. Like I said, the link's down below in the description, and feel free to ask questions. There's a little contact form on the website if you need advice. So thanks for watching the video. Y'all take care.